It's good, but I like it. You almost got that clam juice all over me.
Mm. You've had worse things all over you.
Not today.
Welcome to the Deuber Table. Hi, baby.
Hi, baby. Welcome to Deuber Table. It's Sunday. I really just want to be laying down. But my sweet husband made one of my favorite things.
Didn't make it yet. We're about to make it.
Okay,
so,
is making it. In the process of making clam chowder.
Boston clam chowder. So we were in Boston a couple weeks ago.
We were. I had to speak at International Society, Plastic Surgery Nurses or something.
And we got inspired because they have such good seafood in Boston. So we came home and we said we have to make clam chowder. And today is a really cold day in Dallas. It's in the 40s. So let's check it out. We have the most important ingredient. We're going to make this with real clams, not with canned clams or clam juice. So we have some beautiful little neck clams here. They're soaking in a little bit of salted water. I'm going to have you kind of pile them on here.
Okay.
Because we're going to steam those. That's the first thing we're going to do.
To make them open?
Yes.
Cute. Where did you get these?
Central Market.
Oh, you can just get these at Central Market?
You can, but I also get them from Sopo Seafood in Maine.
Okay.
But go ahead and just move them all. Not so.
Oh, not so. Okay. I'm going too slow.
Otherwise, we're going to be here.
I never know. I mean, sometimes you're like, slow down. Sometimes you're like, hurry up. Sometimes I'm just like, okay. So soak them in salted cold water.
I'm going to steam these for about 5.5 or 6 minutes.
Sounds good. If you don't have a combi oven, then what do you do, doctor?
Steam them in just a pan.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I have some water here I'm about to boil. We have 3
potatoes?
Potatoes. Yukon Gold potatoes. We peeled and diced those. Go ahead and put those in the water.
In the boiling water?
In the water.
Oh.
Water.
The water's not boiling.
Water, well, just go ahead and put them in there. It'll be boiling soon. We are going to do those for 20 minutes once that starts boiling.
Okay.
Okay. So the next ingredient that we have for our Boston clam chowder, we have 4 slices of Applewood smoked bacon.
Where'd you get the bacon?
Central Market.
Really?
Do you think I went and slaughtered a pig in the backyard?
You never know.
You never know.
I never know with you. And also, I just wondered, because it doesn't look like regular bacon that I would get at the Central Market. Like this
it's thick cut Applewood smoked bacon.
See? I'd be like, oh yeah, I'll get some bacon. And it's like the Pepperidge Farm.
I put another pan over the heat. You're going to dump that into that pan.
What pan? Oh.
Overheat.
Got it. Dumping the chunky bacon.
Yeah. No oil in there.
No oil, but it's going to make oil.
Yeah.
It's bacon.
So you're going to stir that up a little bit?
Celery.
Celery. Nailed it.
An onion.
A leek.
Oh.
Leek.
Close.
Is it a chive?
I almost said chive. Damn it.
How about this one?
Carrot. That's like Sesame Street. Onion.
Sweet onion, yes. What is this one?
Garlic.
Garlic. You nailed it.
God,
So
it's like you think I'm just really dumb.
No, I don't. I think you're really adorable.
I feel like, okay.
We have some beautiful sweet onion here we chopped up. That's a small onion. We have 2 stalks of celery. We have 1 leek, the white part. Make sure you kind of clean the grit out of it. And we have 1.5 carrots. This is 2 small carrots. You could do 1 big carrot. Very finely diced. So we're going to have all of those things.
You need to do a class on dicing because like I couldn't do that. And I mean, how do you even get it that small?
We have.
I mean, you should be a surgeon. I operate, but I still. That's a lot of time. So like.
A little bit of garlic there.
Okay.
I'm going to chop this garlic up.
Can I have some wine?
Oh yes, we have wine, the most important ingredient. We have a beautiful condriol. Condriol.
Sorry, can you say condriol? Wait.
So let's have some of that. This is a wine. This is a wine from the Rhone region, and it is both.
I like this.
It's a rich and powerful wine.
Anybody else want any? Gray, Rand, Zuri?
Yeah. So this is an Gigal Condriol. Oh, that's good.
Where do you get that? Where does one buy Condriol?
Fancy wine store.
Fancy wine store.
Not a supermarket.
Pro tip.
Won't find it.
Fancy wine store.
Fancy wine store. You could get this at Pogo's in Dallas. I get this from Zaki's in New York. Good place.
I'm pretty sure he has a really big Zacky's addiction that I know nothing about.
You know a lot about it.
And I'm gonna just keep it that way because I
Where's
think if
that
I knew
spoon?
what he spent on wine, I'd lose my mind.
Let's go ahead and stir that up again. See, it's starting to release some fat there, but we're gonna brown it just a little more.
I love the smell of bacon.
I love the smell of bacon in the morning. I think that was Robert Duvall who said that in Apocalypse Now.
Mm-hmm. It didn't say bacon.
Napalm.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Smells like victory.
Yeah.
So does bacon, doesn't it?
Bacon does smell like victory to me. Some kind of timer going off.
So we're gonna get our clams out.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna take a look at these clams here. They're gonna be hot. They have some liquid with them. We're gonna take this knife.
Oh no. No, shouldn't we wait for them to open a little? I don't
They're
like...
up. Well, so we don't want these fully cooked because we want to finish cooking them.
Maybe a little longer.
They're hot.
Yeah, I see that.
Pick them up. They're just starting to open up. And we can twist the knife.
Oi.
Oh, look at that. Beautiful.
Look at that.
Dump
Now
it
what?
in here.
Because you want to keep the
and you want to get
juice.
the clam out. So you want to take the knife and get the clam out. So a little bit of work.
Yeah. That looks not cute.
Well, it's a little bit of work. Meanwhile, I'm going to take our bacon.
I always get this shitty jobs.
I'm taking the pan off the heat for a second. We're going to take a little break while Carrie shucks these clams.
These are not that easy, by the way.
You're doing a great job.
Better.
This is the water that we steam. Now you'll see that there's
That's
still grit in here.
That
Now,
is great.
we're going to take care of it. We're going to take care of it. First thing I want you to do, I want you to rinse these in the water.
Rinse the clams?
Yeah, rinse the clams. So the clam chowder that we're making, it's going to be prepared so that it's ready to cook whenever we go. So we're pre-cooking a lot of the ingredients. So go ahead and put those clams in there. So there we have our clams. And when we're ready to make our chowder, we're going to add those at the last minute. Here's our clam juice. That was the liquid from when we steamed them, plus what came out of the clams. And there is some grit in there.
Strainer.
Strainer. We're going to put this here, and we're going to pour the clam juice through it.
Through a paper towel?
Yeah, because I want...
You want all the
grit out.
The sand.
Yeah. Just pour it all.
Okay.
Just pour it.
Yeah, I guess you...
Just pour it.
Even the grit part, I feel like that's a lot of grit for not a lot of return there.
So now we have clam juice here, and it looks like we have a good cup and a half of clam juice or more.
Sounds so gross, but yet it tastes so good.
I know.
Okay.
Right?
We have our clam juice strained. We have our clams cleaned. We have all our veg.
And our potatoes are boiling.
So we now have put our bacon grease back on the fire. Go ahead and add that butter.
Add the butter to the bacon grease?
Yeah. How much butter is that? That looks like 6 tablespoons.
Looks like a good amount of
Yeah,
butter.
6 tablespoons.
So put the butter in the bacon grease. Super healthy.
Okay.
Heart healthy.
Go
Heart
ahead.
conscious.
Go ahead and now add our veg.
Okay, so this is your onion.
Onion and garlic. Here's our leek. Here's our carrot.
I thought you hated celery.
Yeah, but it's like stuffing.
I know. But do you put it in your stuffing?
Yeah, of course I put celery in my stuffing.
Of course you do.
Of course I do.
Crazy?
That's
What is
the-
this, like a mirepoix, but it has bacon, so it's not.
Well, it's mirepoix with bacon. We're gonna add a little bit more salt.
See, I knew that.
Okay. We have a beautiful mirepoix going here.
With
I think
bacon
you can
grease.
see. We both have this and butter.
What's mirepoix?
I'm glad you asked, sir.
I think we just said what mirepoix was.
No, we didn't.
Typically,
Carrots.
onion, carrot.
Onion, celery.
In this case, celery and leek. So normally
And butter.
mirepoix is onion, carrot, and either fennel or.
It's
Celery.
vegetables chopped up, put in a pan with some
Okay,
butter.
let's look at our last ingredients for our clam chowder. We have
Let's look at them.
cream.
I'd love to.
We have flour. Here I have a 1/4 cup of flour.
Is it a quarter?
Quarter.
Is it a
So
quarter
let's
for the chowder?
let's recap.
It's a quarter for the
2.5
chowder.
pounds of little neck clams, 1 to 2 carrots, 2 stalks of celery, 1 small onion, 2 cloves of garlic,
Wine.
1 leek, the white part, 1/4 cup of flour, 6 tablespoons of butter, 4 slices of bacon.
God,
a lot of stuff.
It's like a
And
steel trap.
3 potatoes.
Yeah, but your 2.5 pounds includes the shells, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Everything that we've done so far, you can cook in the morning and you could eat this in the evening. Once you add the clams and the potatoes, you don't want to overcook it. So we're pre-cooking the potatoes. You could cook the potatoes in your clam chowder, but we're pre-cooking them.
Mark likes them to be a little like crunchy. Not crunchy, but like texturally not as done.
Texturally challenged or texturally unchallenged?
You're definitely challenged. What?
I'm challenged. I think everybody knows that. That's obvious. What else do we have? What do you like in your clam chowder?
Tabasco. But you know what else I like? And he doesn't have? Oyster crackers.
The friggin' crackers.
And I've told him repeatedly
that
about the oyster crackers.
Good thing to get.
You said it too, Greg.
You know, I don't want my clam chowder to be glue anyway.
No, but I recommend the oyster crackers on top. They add an amazing crunch. But he does bacon. It's good, but I like it. You almost got that clam juice all over me.
Mm-hmm. You've had worse things all over you.
Not today. Thanks for joining us. Happy Sunday.
So we got the mirepoix going, right, babe?
Yeah, but now, so you make a roux, right? Because I'm good at making a roux because I'm from, the Midwest.
Because you'll roux the day.
I will roux today.
All right, that's been going for 4 or 5 minutes. Go ahead and add the flour to that now.
So it's interesting to me that you do the roux after you cook the mirepoix, like in the same pan. Like for me, I always do a roux, like I'm just saying, like I know that I'm not right.
No, you are right.
Okay.
No, you're correct.
But I'm just saying, usually I do butter, flour, and salt to make a roux.
And we could do that.
Okay.
We could cook it in a separate pan. But why bother? Because all this stuff, it's all going to go together, and this is kind of a stew.
Well, I just wouldn't have known as the layperson that you could do that in a mirepoix.
You can.
Like I probably would have done an extra step. So that's like good to know, right? Pro tip. All right. So you can make the roux in the mirepoix.
Yes.
With the bacon grease and the butter.
So we're going to stir that up.
And then it just cooks in there.
Yeah, and we want it to cook a little bit because it'll get rid of that raw flour taste. If you wanted to, you could deglaze this with a little bit of wine and add a little bit more character. Do you want to do that?
I like wine.
Sure. We'll add a little bit of Condrio.
Are you supposed to cook with that? I feel like that was an expensive wine.
It was. Never cook, the pro tip, never cook with a wine that you wouldn't drink.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I feel like you cook plenty of times with wines you wouldn't drink, no?
Well,
you used to.
No, I cook with wines that I wouldn't drink anymore because we opened them 3 or 4 days ago.
It's been open.
We're going to add the clam juice to this.
Okay. Sorry.
There we go.
So he made the roux in the mirepoix, which I think is cool because I didn't know you could do that.
Now, go ahead and add a little more water to that because I think we could use a little more water.
Do you need water?
A little more water.
All right, we'll get you some
We're
water.
in Boston now. We got to park the car and get the water.
Go to the back, park the
You
car.
can add a little more salt.
How
Can't
much
have
more
too much
water?
salt,
Is this
can you?
good?
Yeah, I would add that.
Add that?
Sure.
What do you
go
think?
ahead. Yeah.
So you can just kind of add the water as needed?
Yeah.
And you would do water, you wouldn't do like chicken stock or something in
No,
this,
not
for
for
instance.
clam chowder. I wouldn't.
Don't mix the chickens and the clams. Although we have pig and clams, but those animals go together, I guess.
I think I'm going to add maybe some cream.
Some.
Oh,
Cream.
how much was that? I
A lot.
Clam chowder's creamy. That was probably 3/4 of a cup.
That was a cup.
This is still pretty heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3/4. Quarters.
So Mark's from Switzerland, but he also spent a good amount of time in Jersey. He grew up there, and he starts getting, like when he gets pissed off, he starts talking like he's from the East Coast.
I never get pissed off.
I do too. Both of us, we start, when we're yelling at each other.
Let's go in it. Do you want some pepper?
It's in New York accent. Yeah.
Ooh, that's nice. Little pepper.
Little pepper.
Pepper. You could add Tabasco now if you want.
Can I?
Yeah. Go to town on it.
How much?
As much as you want. Go
Well, I
to
don't
town.
want a ton. I mean, what you make it.
Go
No, I
to
mean,
town.
I feel like at the restaurant, I'm just saying, at the restaurant in Boston, they give you this at the table with the oyster crackers. So are you supposed to add it?
You can add it. You can add it now, you can add it later. So the potatoes have been cooked for 20 minutes. All right, so we have the 3 ingredients now that we want to add at the last minute. We have our cooked potatoes, we have our bacon, and we have our clams. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little salt to that too. There you go. So our base is simmering here. Now we're ready to go whenever we want to put it all together.
I bought you that chain that you're supposed
The chain mail.
Where is it?
Right there. Is that hard? You're supposed to use this when you shuck shit. So that it looks like Game of Thrones to me, but to each their own. Shuck them all. Shuck them all.
Want to make some quick tartar sauce for us?
Make tartar sauce. They sell it at the grocery store. Tartar sauce? You mean cocktail sauce?
Cocktail sauce.
They definitely sell that at the grocery store.
Cocktail sauce, tartar sauce. What are you talking about?
It's a lot less blood so far. Okay, so you want me to use crushed tomatoes.
Put about half of that in a pan, in a little thing, clean one.
Okay, so put half a can of crushed tomatoes in
Why don't
here?
you use a spoon rather than pour it? Please.
Okay. Okay, so this is prepared horseradish.
Ooh, that looks good. You want to add some lemon?
Yeah. I didn't know you can make cocktail sauce.
What do you think? It's just invented by the supermarket?
Maybe. The supermarket people. It's like the write-off people. What do I do? Cut it in half.
So watch this. If you cut the lemons this way, you got no seeds, and you got something you can squeeze.
Huh. So these oysters are from where?
Central Market. They're from the Northeast. You just asked me where I got them.
Okay.
God, you can't take us anywhere.
I mean, I don't eat Gulf oysters. I was just making sure. Those will put you in the hospital.
Nice.
What got stuck in there?
Now you gotta release them.
You gotta release them so you know you can get them out.
Yeah, you have to release them.
We had a little oyster break. Let's go ahead. We're gonna add our potatoes. So now we're getting ready to eat this. So we're gonna add the potatoes we cooked. The clams. Ooh, they slid right in there. And we are gonna add the bacon. Now, you can put the bacon on top. I like to just add it.
So you like it mixed in?
Yeah, I like it mixed in.
So did the clams need to cook anymore?
Not really.
Because you said they weren't cooked fully.
They're pretty much fully cooked. We don't want them to turn to rubber. They steam for 6 minutes. We can cook them in here for 1 to 2 minutes. But then they rubber.
So that's why some of the clam chowders, like you sit there and you like can't ever chew the clam and you have to just
because
swallow
they
it.
reheated it
They're
and
like,
it's been sitting
screw it.
around all day. So that's why we made it this way. That's why we cook the potatoes separately, we cook the bacon separately, and we cook the clams separately, and we're adding
Because everything really needs to cook at different times. Okay.
And we're gonna plate one of these up. Look at that beautiful clam chowder.
Can I have some more?
Ray, you wanna try some?
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's really good. Be even better with the oyster crackers.
Some oyster crackers wouldn't make this.
So basically, it's terrible.
And then you can take you can make it spicier.
Awesome clam chowder. Try it. It's pretty easy.
Thanks for watching. Be all
good.
I mean, because what if we missed you poking that into your hand?
Yeah, Dad, you
And you
realize
started bleeding.
you realize this is like
And then we wouldn't, the outtakes
never
really.
never stop rolling.
Never stop
All right,
rolling.
That's what they
It's
taught me at first day of TV school.
Never stop rolling.
Oysters.
Oysters. Sorry, I didn't change out of my sweatpants today. Just really wasn't feeling it. Nothing. I feel like I'm gonna cut my finger off.
Yeah,
There's
Carol,
our
please
bacon.
be careful.
Sorry, Zuri's watching Bring It On. I feel like you shouldn't get clam juice in your, like, in my cut. It really hurts. It's salty.
Rinse this out. We're gonna need that back in a second.
Ah!
Pause. Condrio.
Condrio.
And there we go. So we're gonna now let that being so aggressive? You're gonna spill.
Oh, it was me being aggressive. It wasn't you.
That was you.
I mean, that was all you. Thank you.
And I have it on video actually. So.
I think we need to video our whole life, and then maybe he'll realize.
Sriracha? I don't have it.
Oh wait, I haven't been recording.
Dad's done that to us several times.
Yeah,
he made entire
and then he blamed it on us.
and tried to blame us for it. It was because he didn't hit record. It
All
wasn't us. But he's perfect and we're not, so. Also, I always make too much roux.
You like to put too much flour on, turn it into paper mache. If you look at recipes, you know, if you look at the recipes for Boston clam chowder, you know, they'll tell you to use a bunch of cups of clam juice and like a whole cup of flour, and it's like paper mache. I don't want to eat glue. Do you?
Speak for yourself.
Okay. Yes. You want to stir that up, Dave?
Sure.
So what are you substituting for the oyster crackers? Anything?
Yeah.
Or?
No, he just puts crumpled up bacon or whatever, crunchy bacon on top. Needs the crackers.
It needs the crackers.
And this. Oh, that's heavy. Ugh. Hurt my back in yoga today, so I'll do the heavy lifting though. I got it. Who's we? That's your we.
Fucking idiot.
Well, come over here and chuck an oyster. Sorry, we have kids.
Let's go ahead and put those things together.
Will you focus on what you're doing, Dad?
Well, can she focus on what she's doing? Can you please get the lemons?
Sorry, lost focus.
You can squeeze. Okay. While we're waiting for our
Get into the store.
salt, and you always complain about too much salt.
There's too much salt in the chowder.
Are we done?